Hey friend, welcome to the Feminine Initiate Podcast, a space for online coaches, creatives, and visionaries ready to do the thing while reclaiming their feminine power, manifesting their desires, and creating the impact they know they're here to make. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome back to the podcast. I hope you're having an amazing day so far, and I hope that wherever you are, you're enjoying the sunshine and the warm weather that is on its way because summer is coming. Here in Northern Ontario, it was 22 degrees Celsius the other day. It was so beautiful. I was outside doing some cleanup and preparing the yard. I'm about to go to the garden center later this afternoon, and I'm really looking forward to getting some flowers and some shrubs and really just seeing the beautiful colors. It got me thinking that we are entering the season of bloom, soon to be in full bloom, ready to reap the beauty and the fruits of the seeds that we have planted in early spring. And to bring this into the mind and the desires, the intention, the goals that we had set at the beginning of the year, I want to talk about how we could be open to receive the fruits and the benefits of those seeds of thought that we had planted as well. Maybe you set yourself a goal in January. Maybe you're still on your way to achieving it, or maybe you fell off, or maybe you didn't set a goal at all. But at any point in time, we can choose to revive our desire. And through consistency, through belief, through visualization, we can see that through. When we hold a vision of something that we truly desire, it will become a reality for us so long as we can be persistent with that vision and continue moving forward. This, of course, is all manifestation, and I talk a lot about manifestation on the podcast in many, many episodes. I am going to be sharing my 9 steps to manifestation that we describe in my book, Manifesting with Purpose, and that episode is coming next week, so stay tuned for that. But today, I want to talk about how we could increase our capacity to receive our desires when they do come to fruition in our physical reality. When our goals do come, how can we be ready, willing, and open to receive it? What happens so often is that our bodies could be in a state of resistance. Because oftentimes when we set a goal for something that is different than what we've currently experienced. And as we know, our nervous system, our subconscious mind, is all rooted in the past. It knows what we have experienced up until this point, and it knows that up until this point, we have been safe. And so anything that will be different from what we've already previously experienced could signal danger. And so our nervous system is going to resist it because it wants to keep us safe. And its attempt to keep us safe could show up as anxiety, as actual physical pain in the body. It can show up as self-sabotage, as procrastination. And so I'm going to share 3 steps to be able to increase our capacity to receive our desires when they do come, so that in this time, we could prepare ourselves to be able to truly receive them when we do come into that season of full bloom, which will happen so long as we stay focused and consistent with our vision. So here are the 3 steps. Step 1 is self-awareness, understanding who we are as a being and how we're wired. 90% of our life is directed by our subconscious mind. And again, our subconscious mind stores everything that we've experienced up until this point in our life, but studies show that it can hold up to 14 generations of stored emotions and traumas. This is all stored in our own bodies on our subconscious mind. And so if our desire ends up contradicting one of these stored traumas that we have, we will end up pushing it away. We will end up resisting it, and we won't be able to receive it. Sometimes when we really get this self-awareness piece, we don't even need to continue to steps 2 and 3 that I'm going to share in a moment, because the self-awareness is powerful enough to be able to loosen the grip of that resistance and open ourselves up little by little to be able to receive what it is that we desire. It's having the understanding that, yes, my desire is going to stretch me from who I currently am because I haven't yet experienced it. And so I am going to experience discomfort. Resistance is going to come up because my goal or my desire is something different than what I've experienced. So of course, be expectant of it. And when it shows up, it's not a surprise. We've been expecting it. And so we can continue moving forward. We can almost use it as reassurance that we're on the right track, that we are growing into someone new. Feel the fear and continue moving forward anyways, because we know we are taking conscious control of our life and being purposeful with our actions. When we get this piece, when we recognize what it is that we're dealing with, what it means to be human and to have this nervous system, what the actual implications are for our life and our goal setting, then it allows us to be able to understand what is happening and move forward anyways. When we take the time to become self-aware of our own inner narrative as well, whether that is through meditation where we can really look within, or maybe it's journaling. When we journal in relations to the desires that we want, we can journal, what is it that I really believe about my capability of achieving this desire? Or what beliefs do I believe will hinder my ability to be able to achieve this desire? Do I really believe this is possible for myself? When we start to do that self-reflection to gain that awareness of how we're currently operating, what the beliefs that we're actually holding, that is huge progress. Once we become aware of things, it could end up alleviating it altogether. Not always, but sometimes just being aware that you're going to feel the resistance in moving forward to this goal is enough for you to keep moving forward anyways, because you're expecting it. And when the fear shows up, if it's in the form of procrastination or perfectionism or fear of judgment, or if we're feeling irritable, all of these things could be our indicator that, okay, I am just becoming something new. The old me is threatened right now, but I am going to keep moving forward anyways. I'm going to put that fear on the back seat and keep moving. That self-awareness can go a long way. And that is the necessary first step, really getting to know who you are and the you that you are dealing with, I'm going to say, for lack of better words. Step 2 is for when you become aware of a resistance that isn't so easily alleviated, that isn't so easily released. You are going to want to signal to your nervous system that you are safe, because that's really what the resistance is after all. It is your nervous system signaling to your body that you are not safe. So it is going to try to do whatever it can to keep you where you are, to prevent you from crossing that barrier of your comfort zone and moving on to foreign territory that you haven't yet experienced. So when you notice these types of resistance, maybe it is the physical sensations in your body, the anxiety, the pain, maybe it is really feeling that irritability that you can't shake off, or the fears that you can't shake off, you will want to signal to your nervous system that you are safe and essentially return to the present moment. There are a number of ways that you can do this, and I've shared a number of ways on the podcast already. Breathing techniques are great, especially box breathing that I have shared on multiple times. And this is the breathing technique where you breathe for equal amounts of time. So breathing in for an equal count, holding for an equal count, breathing out for an equal count, holding for an equal count. This signals to your body that you are safe in this present moment. Otherwise, you would not be breathing as such. Another great way that I've shared on the podcast before is getting into the learning state, which is when we tilt our eyes up to a 45-degree angle, allowing ourselves to access our peripheral vision. And from here, we tune into our 5 senses. So we can tune into what we can now see, having access to our peripheral vision and what's a little bit behind us, what we can hear, what we can feel within our body, what we can taste, what we can touch, really tuning in to the present moment signals to our nervous system that we are safe. Another great practice that I have taken from Kate Northrup is being aware of the gravity that is currently holding us. We are here because gravity is opposing us and pushing us down. And so when we allow ourselves to take a moment to just really tune in to the gravity that is holding us to the seat of our chair, or that is holding us to the earth where we're standing. Taking that moment allows us to return to the present moment where we are safe. And so you can do a whole bunch of numbers of exercises, whatever really feels best to you, with the point of signaling to your nervous system that you are safe in this now present moment. And step 3 is to release the energy. Whatever emotion came up that triggered you, release it. Emotion is just a word for energy in motion. It was Bob Proctor that said that we should always hyphenate that word E-motion, energy in motion. When we're feeling that emotion, it's just energy that wants to move through us. If we allow ourselves to truly feel that emotion, it will often only take 90 seconds for it to actually move through us. So if you're feeling really sad or even anxious and you need to cry it out. If you're feeling irritated and you just need to scream, then allow yourself to scream in a pillow, whatever it is, to feel that emotion so intensely so that it moves through you. And it'll only take around 90 seconds. Longer practices, and one of my favorite practices is EFT tapping. I share EFT tapping a lot on the podcast, so you may be familiar with it already, but this is a practice where you are tapping on different meridian points in your body to really shift out the negative energy and invite new energy. EFT has had such a beautiful impact on my life, and I am actually going to be bringing more EFT tapping sessions into the podcast, so keep an eye out for that, and I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope you will join me. Other practices could be whatever feels right for you. And so if you're feeling like it is movement like dance, or it is walking, it is doing yoga, it is doing a workout, whatever it is, so long as it involves the body, because we are moving energy out of the body. So have that aspect, but it really comes down to whatever is best for you, whatever feels best in that moment. Release it. Once it's released, you have created a clearer channel for you to receive. And once you have this clear channel, I really do like to see it as like this beautiful opening. And like as if we are planting a garden, we've just created this beautiful hole in the soil. So we want to be intentional of what it is that we are now planting in. So once you have really cleared that, this is when I would start to invite positive affirmations. Affirm your worthiness. Think about your goal or desire and express your gratitude for it. Give gratitude for having the level of success that you want, or having the love of your life, or having the beautiful vacation or the home or whatever it is, having the body, whatever it is. Give thanks to having received it. When you're saying that, you're solidifying that belief. You're saying that you already have it already if you're expressing gratitude for it. And so whatever you can do to really start planting in those affirmative seeds of thought that you are living the life that you want. You're putting those new seeds in that new, beautiful, open vessel, or that beautiful, kind of seed hole that you created, if I'm still going with the garden analogy. And at this point, we want to continue with our visualizations. We want to see ourselves having achieved the results that we want, living our desired life, truly see ourselves experiencing that. And visualization isn't just seeing a picture on the screen of our mind. It is also evoking the feelings within, bringing in our 5 senses into the mix as we visualize. So when you're visualizing having achieved your desires, whatever it is, visualize it to complete clarity. How do you feel in that moment? What do you see? What do you hear? What do you smell? What can you touch in that moment? Really immerse yourself into that experience that you're visualizing. Our brain doesn't know the difference between what is happening in our current reality and what we are holding onto the screen of our mind. That's why we can end up feeling those emotions of what we're visualizing. And what we're doing through visualization is we're creating new neural pathways in our brain of this new way of being. And so we're actually prepping ourselves. We're prepping our nervous system. We are changing our unconscious mind to let it know that this is a reality for us. Once we start creating those new neural pathways, that new way of being is going to become our habitual way of being. So we're basically visualizing our desires into existence. As we visualize, when we are truly bringing our 5 senses into it, when we are truly creating those neural pathways, we're going to start behaving as though we have already achieved our visualization. And as a result, it is going to be created in our reality that much sooner through our own actions and also through the belief in ourselves, through our vibration, that we are going to attract new opportunities and people our way that will end up bringing our end result that much closer and that much quicker to us. So this is what I wanted to share with you today, and I hope that it is relevant to you and it allows you to experience the fruits of your desires and to experience the bloom, to soak it all up when it is here and ready for you. Because so long as you stay consistent with that desire, you stay persistent with your actions, and that you truly believe that you are capable of achieving it, because you absolutely are, and you're equipped for the tools to be able to retrain your nervous system to be able to accept this new state of being, your desires, the life that you desire, is so much closer than you think. And I am so excited for you. Thank you so much for being here with me today. And again, stay tuned for these EFT tapping sessions that I am going to be releasing on this podcast very soon. And until next time, be empowered. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave me a rating and review. It'll help me grow the show by reaching a wider audience. And if you'd like to continue this conversation, join me inside my private Facebook group, Just Launch. This is a great place where we can connect on a more personal level. You can find the link in the show notes.